Thank you so much for doing this.
No problem.
Okay, so I just want to get to know you a little bit, ask you some questions because you're super awesome, and that's the story. I
Awesome.
want to know what is your secret to getting all this stuff done, and what are your secrets to success?
Day by day. I'm very blessed. I have a lot on my plate, but it's all really amazing, good things, but it does feel a tad overwhelming. I'm currently in the middle of writing my second book right now, so that's where a ton of my energy is going to, and it's very near and dear to my heart, so I want it to be incredibly good, which is putting an extra amount of pressure on. So, um, uh, like I said, it's really day by day, and also making sure that I keep time for play. Like I have to make sure that I have a balanced lifestyle to make sure that I'm sweating every day, doing whether it's practicing or getting outside with my dogs or doing a workout. Sleep is crucial. I need to
Yeah.
make sure that I sleep, and it's a healthy balance. It's really the secret to getting everything done for me.
Cool. So talk about your second book. What is it called? Aim True. That's your hashtag and your motto. Um, so what's it about? What's Aim True about? And then what's your book about?
Yeah, well, aim true is basically it's my motto, and it's in a nutshell the ability to find out what makes you so amazing, what your innate talents are, enabling you to shine and get out there and realize that not everybody's going to agree with you, and that's okay, and that to keep dancing onward, and when you have this mentality, basically this is how you hit your mark every time. And the book is a lifestyle book, so it's going to be focusing on the aim true philosophy. I'll be breaking that down, all of my stories and experiences about how they came to be and how I can encourage the reader to understand it in their lives. It will have 50 recipes, but it's basically a way to make people fall in love with their food again instead of fearing it. And there'll be a 5-day purification process for those people who feel like there's no way I could eat healthy and I need some help. And I'm co-writing that with one of my best friends who's a holistic practitioner, and she's amazing. And then there'll be yoga sequences and meditations and breath work, and then aiming true in your life. So it'll be how to use essential oils and make homemade homeopathic goodies and how to stay healthy on the road, and basically everything that I've learned in the past 10 years of being a teacher, and putting that into useful, non-scary, esoteric terms, basically.
Yeah, that sounds great. So how far away is this from being?
Book is going to be published end of 2015. So
Okay.
everything is being given to them in February. My first due date is 16 days before I get married. So
Wow.
it's yeah, good timing. But it's great. Everything's been going really, really well.
That's great. So I wanted to talk to you about your philosophy with food and diet. Since you talked about that just now briefly, could you tell me about that now? What is your food philosophy? How do you live by that?
Well, especially being in the yoga world, it's a really challenging community that's highly opinionated on what's good and what isn't. And there's vegans and vegetarians and raw and paleo and this and that. And there's so many ways that people think that this is the way to eat. And I just don't believe in that. I believe that everyone is wired incredibly differently, and we have very unique needs that are fulfilled. And I really don't like it when people label each other and especially become dogmatic about it and attack each other. So in the yoga world, especially, we focus on being healthy, and I totally believe in healthy, but I'm a huge foodie as well. And to me, cooking or going out to a restaurant, that is the most amazing thing that you can do. And if I love you, I'm going to feed you. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to sacrifice flavor. And so for me, it's been an experiment with how can I find balance in life? How can I cook food that is nourishing but delicious and amazing? How can I find food that gives people tons of options? And that's what I'm trying to do in the book, where if you want to make it vegan, great. I personally have a lot of trouble digesting dairy. But that being said, I eat meat. And helping people to understand that you can do certain things, but at the end of the day, it's about being a conscious consumer. So whether you are a fruitarian or whether you're a hardcore carnivore, just being very conscious with where your food comes from, how often you're having it, and it comes back to awareness at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I don't want people to feel guilty anymore. There's just a lot of guilt surrounding it, and I'd really like to take that away because I think that's creating a lot of neuroses in our society and sadness, ultimately.
I think those are all good points. So I want to go back to some of the background from you becoming a yoga teacher. So before that, you were acting and you were singing. How has being a performer influenced you as a teacher or as your career as a whole?
Well, I mean, having years of theatrical experience makes me very good at being in front of a crowd. So I know how to perform. Not that I'm giving a performance, but to a certain extent, you have to be able to keep everyone's attention. And so I don't get nervous in front of large groups of people. And I guess all these years of theater were kind of prepping me for this little tonight now. But, you know, it was such a beautiful time in my life, and I have such fond memories of it. And maybe some fine day I'll be able to sing again or be in a show just for shits and giggles. But
do you ever sing still? I hear, rumor has it, your voice is amazing. So do you ever get to sing?
Gosh, you know, I do. In the car, in the shower. I was a torch singer. I was a character singer. So it's funny. I was very confident as a character singing, but if I sing as myself, it feels really weird because I'm so used to there being so much attitude and juice behind it.
Yeah.
I am secretly behind my fiance's back. I'm going to sing to him at our wedding, which is really scary for me because I haven't done that in years and years and years. So, let's see.
That's so exciting. Do you know what you're going to sing?
I'm still playing around with that. But I was going to do something really sweet, but I'm going to cry if I do that. So I'm trying to find something sultry sexy instead so I can keep it together.
That's good too.
Yeah.
So when you started teaching, did you have any idea that your career would be what it is now? Did you think that you'd be touching this many people?
Not even close. I mean, I was in my early 20s. So I was 21 when I did my training and started. I, just gotten out of college. I had no idea. I just knew I liked yoga. I still kind of had this pipe dream about being an actress and having that career. And I just knew I loved it. And then I realized I didn't like Hollywood, and I started teaching more. And I don't think when you're in your 20s, you necessarily really understand what you're going to do with the rest of your life. I mean, I know we have dreams and everything, but it was just, I want to have fun. I'm enjoying this. I love it. I don't know what this means, but I'm going to keep doing it. And next thing you know, these slow accumulations of jobs and opportunities, they just piled up, and next thing you know, there was some accolades coming along with it, which was very weird because I was young compared to the other teachers in the yoga world, which was always very challenging for me because I felt like the little blonde shrimp girl in yoga, which nobody likes the little blonde girl. So it was intimidating, but yeah, it's just such an accidental career, and I'm so grateful for it. But I'm a firm believer in always evolve and always change. And so even my new book is focused on lifestyle and not just yoga. And I want to keep pursuing what I'm excited about. And I love yoga, and it'll always be part of my life, but I can't say that I'll necessarily be doing what I'm doing right now forever. And I hope that's not the case because that would be kind of boring.
So what's it like being sponsored by Under Armour? And talk a little bit about their new campaign, I Will What I Want.
They're the best. I love that company so much. It was really scary when they were first wooing me because I really like clothing and I really like fashion. So the idea of only wearing Under Armour, and when they brought me on, they were just starting their studio line. So it was still a very masculine line. So they were showing me the blueprint of what was coming, and I thought it was cool. And they're an American company. They're out of Baltimore. They're so cool. And they just, when our first meeting, all they talked about was how they want women to feel and how they want to empower them. And I'd never heard a company talk that way before. It was normally, this is our product and this is what we're selling. And they didn't even talk about that. It was, this is what we want women to feel. And I loved that. So I've been with them for 2 years and about to resign for more. And they have this new campaign called I Will What I Want. It has been I Will, which is very, again, masculine, raw. And so I Will What I Want is for the women's line. And it's basically insinuating that will is stronger than destiny. And that we can apply ourselves. And when we want something, and it is what makes our heart beat. It's very in line with Aim True, honestly. I think that's what you go after. And you don't let anything stand in your way. And it doesn't mean be stubborn and stupid. It's just believe in yourself. And if that's what you want, get out there. And I think it's just so incredible to see these really amazing women in the fitness world uniting together and showing other women be strong. Because women, we can kind of be catty and scary sometimes. So it's really cool to see women uplifting other women and supporting each other. And I'm hoping that this campaign will become very popular and inspire people to take care of themselves, stay fit, and support each other.
That's great.